Next, we will move on to numericals related to ladder. Now, in this question, diagram is not given and we have to draw the diagram. So, from the given data, we have to draw the diagram. I'll read the question. A ladder AB of length 3 meter. Okay, so here you can see I have shown ladder AB and length of the ladder is 3 meter. So, 1.5 plus 1.5, it will be 3 meter. And weight 25 kg resting against a vertical wall and a horizontal floor. So here you can see there will be a vertical wall and a horizontal floor like this. Okay, so what is the weight of the ladder? 25 kg. So from the center of gravity of ladder, so that is 1.5 meter. That will be G location, and what is the weight? 25 into 9.81. That weight has been shown. The ladder makes an angle of 50 degree with the floor. So here you can see the angle has been shown. Ladder angle with floor, it is 50 degree. A man of weight 60 kg tries to climb the ladder. Okay, so here you can see I have shown a man. Okay, that man will be there in actual diagram, but in FBD we will have only weight. Okay, so man whose weight is 60 kg. So 60 into 9.81 Newton value tries to climb the ladder. How much distance along the ladder he will be able to climb if the coefficient of friction between ladder and floor is 0.2. So here you can see between the ladder and floor coefficient of friction is 0.2. That is why here you can see I have shown this is FBD of ladder, this is normal reaction N1. And what is friction force? It is mu n. Okay, so mu is 0.2 into normal reaction is N1. Now, what is given in this numerical is we have a ladder against a wall and a floor. Okay, it is supported like this. So what will happen if a person is climbing this ladder? It will try to slip. Okay, so point B, it will try to move in downward direction, and point A, it will move towards right. That is why friction force at point A, it is towards left, and friction force at point B, it is in upward direction. Okay, so here you can see friction force is towards left, and at point B, friction force is in upward direction. This is about the direction of friction force. That is why this is normal reaction, and coefficient of friction mu between ladder and the ground, it is given as 0.2. So friction force will be 0.2 into N1. Then coefficient of friction between ladder and wall. Okay, so here you can see this is ladder and here we will have wall. So that is 0.3. So normal reaction, this will be the normal reaction given by the wall. Okay, it will be directed to the ladder. Okay, so here this will be perpendicular. Normal reaction will be perpendicular to wall. So friction force is in upward direction here. Also find, so what is asked in the question, how much distance along the ladder will the man be able to climb without the ladder slipping. Okay, so here you can see this weight of the man has been given over here, which is 60 into 9.81. Okay, then what is the distance here? D we have considered. We have to calculate this distance. Okay, so here it is written that how much distance along the ladder he will be able to climb. So that distance we have to calculate. That distance is unknown. I have given that distance as small d. Also find the angle ladder should make with horizontal such that the man can climb till the top of the ladder. Now second condition is what? The man, he is able to climb the total ladder. Okay, so he will reach point B. So in that case D is equal to 3 meter. Then what should be the angle so that the ladder doesn't slip? That is asked in this question. So we have to calculate two things here. First, when angle is 50 degree, what should be the distance D so that ladder doesn't slip? And second is, suppose the man is able to climb the total ladder 3 meters, then what should be the angle that ladder should make with the horizontal, so that ladder doesn't slip. Okay, now slipping direction, point A, it will slip towards right, so that is why friction force is towards left. Point B, it will slip towards bottom side, so that is why friction force direction is upward direction. Okay, so this is about FBD. This is general force system. Okay, so we have to use three conditions: summation Fx equal to 0, summation Fy equal to 0, and summation of moment about point A equal to 0. Okay, now in this case, when we are taking moment, we require all the distances. Okay, so distance of this 60 into 9.81. Okay, this perpendicular distance we have to calculate, right? So this will be the perpendicular distance. What will be this distance? It is adjacent angle, right? So it will be cos component. So d cos 50, this distance. Then the centroid of the ladder, this distance will be, this is half, 1.5. So 1.5 hypotenuse cos 50. And if you consider 0.3 N2, okay, for this force, what is the perpendicular distance? This distance, it will be total hypotenuse is 3 cos 50. Okay, then we have to consider moment of N2 also. Okay, so we have to see this height now. Why? Because this is the perpendicular distance. So this height, it is opposite side of this theta, 50 degree. So it will be hypotenuse, which is 3 sine 50. Okay, so we have calculated all the distances. Now we can apply condition of equilibrium. Okay, so I'll write down, consider FBD of the ladder. What I can write, summation Fx equal to 0. So we have to add all the forces in x direction. Okay, now what is first force? N2, it is acting towards right, so plus N2. Then 0.2 N1, it is acting towards left, so minus 0.2 N1 is equal to 0. So from here we will get value of N2. N2 is equal to 0.2 N1. This is equation 1. Next condition of equilibrium, we will use summation Fy equal to 0. Okay, add all the forces in y direction. So we have first force, if you start from bottom side, N1 is in upward direction, so plus N1, then weight of the person, that is 60 into 9.81 downward, so minus 60 into 9.81. Then next, weight of the ladder, 25 into 9.81 negative, minus 25 into 9.81. And last, this is in upward direction, friction force, so it will be plus 0.3 N2. Okay, now we have value of N2. Substitute that value over here. So in this equation, we will have N1 only. So we can calculate N1 from this equation. So value of N1, it is equal to 786.65 Newton. Now substitute N1 in equation 1. Substitute N1 in equation 1. So we can calculate N2. N2 is equal to 157.33 Newton. So we have calculated N1 and N2. Now next step is, we have to take summation of, see, finally what we have to calculate? We have to calculate this distance. And this distance, it will come in which equation? Summation of moment about point A. Why? Because when we take moment of this 60 into 9.81, okay, so that moment, in that the distance is d cos 50. Okay, so in this distance from here this equation, summation of moment about A equal to 0, we can calculate D. Okay, so I'll write down summation of moment about point A is equal to 0. Now I'll copy the diagram, this diagram on the bottom side. Okay, so we'll write summation of moment about point A equal to 0. We can start from this N2. Okay, now this N2, keep your thumb at A, keep your index finger over here, rotate it in the direction of arrow, it is clockwise. So minus N2, which is 157.33 into what is the height? Okay, this is the perpendicular distance, which is 3 sine 50 into 3 sine. Now I will write theta over here. Okay, instead of 50, we can substitute theta later on. Theta is equal to 50 degree. Sine theta. Then next force, friction force, it is in upward direction. What is the perpendicular distance? This is the perpendicular distance, 3 cos 50. Keep your thumb at point A, keep your index finger over here, rotate in the direction of arrow, it is clockwise. So minus 0.3 into N2, 157.33 into distance is 3 cos 50. So plus we'll consider now for 25. Okay, so this value will be, it is anti-clockwise, right? So plus 25 into 9.81 into what is this distance? 1.5 cos theta. Okay, next 60 into 9.81, this is also anti-clockwise, right? Keep your thumb at A, keep your index finger over here and rotate in the direction of weight of the person. So this is anti-clockwise. So positive plus 60 into 9.81 into what is the distance? D cos theta. Theta value is what? 50, that we know already. Okay, now this value is equal to 0. Now moment of this friction force 0.2 N1 and moment of this N1, it will be 0. Why? Because line of action of both the forces is passing through the moment center, point A. Okay, so this is the equation. From here we know value of theta. Okay, this theta is known. This is 50 degree. Okay, so you can substitute the value of theta, and from here only unknown if you see in this equation, that is D. So I'll write down value of D. D is equal to 0.5712 meter. Now what is this? For the given system, okay, when ladder is supported at point B, it is supported, here we have wall, and at point A it is supported by this ground surface. Okay, and when angle is 50 degree, we have calculated what should be the distance when the person climbs. What is the weight of the person? 60 into 9.81. That ladder should not slip. Why? Because we have used conditions of equilibrium. Okay, since we are using condition of equilibrium, that is why whatever distance we have calculated, that is equilibrium condition. So ladder will not slip at this distance when person is at this distance. Now second part of the question, what is that? So this was the first part. Now second part is, we'll read the question again. Find the angle ladder should make with the horizontal such that the man can climb till the top of the ladder. Okay, now man can climb till the top of the ladder, meaning this D value, it is 1.5 plus 1.5, 3, and we have to calculate the angle. Now just think about this question, whether whatever angle we calculate, it will be less than 50 or greater than 50. Less than 50 meaning what? Ladder will be like this. Okay, so this angle is less than 50. And second case, ladder is like this. So angle is greater than 50. What do you think will be the angle? Less than 50 or greater than 50? If angle is less than 50, what will happen? This moment distance, okay, here there is friction force, this distance is increasing. Okay, so if distance increases, moment of this, all the forces, it will increase. So ladder will be unstable in that case and it will slip quickly. But if you are maintaining an angle greater than 50 like this, in that case what will happen? Whatever the forces are there, its moment about point A, that perpendicular distance value decreases. Okay, so because of that, the ladder will not slip quickly. Okay, so I'll write down second case. In second case, D is given. So D is equal to 3 meter and we have to find theta. Okay, now theta, we understood that it should be greater than 50. So we have to write the same equation again. Okay, what will be the equation? I'll copy the equation. This same equation we have to use. Okay, now in this case, theta value we have to calculate. Okay, so theta we have to calculate while distance is equal to 3 meter. So equation of moment will remain same. Only difference is here instead of D, this value will be 3 meter. And unknown in this equation is theta. Okay, so from here you can calculate. So this will be, finally you have to simplify. Okay, take all the cos terms on left hand side and sin terms on right hand side. So you will get equation like this: cos theta into 1992.078 equal to 157.33 into 3 sin theta. So from here I can calculate sin upon cos theta tan theta, which will be equal to 1992.078 divided by 157.33 into 3, 471.99. So from here I can calculate value of theta, that theta is equal to 76.67 degree. Okay, so this is the final answer. What is this theta when D is equal to 3 meter? Okay, now understand the meaning of this numerical again. We'll see the question again. What we have calculated basically here. We'll quickly go back to this question. See what is given in the question. Diagram is not given. Huh? From the given data we have drawn the diagram. We have drawn the FBD. Okay, then calculated all the distances because we have to take moment. Now first question is, weight of the person is given and angle is given 50 degree. So what should be the D value so that ladder doesn't slip? So we have calculated that when angle is 50, D is 0.5712 meter. If this distance is maintained, okay, if person climbs up to this distance, ladder will not slip. But if person goes above this distance, what will happen? That moment will increase and ladder will slip. Okay, this weight is there. Suppose person is over here and we are still maintaining 50 degree. So what will happen? This distance is more in that case. So moment of the weight of the person will be more and ladder will slip. Okay, so that is why we calculated what is the D for this 50 degree. In second case, what was asked? Angle ladder should make with horizontal such that man can climb till the top. Okay, so D is known 3 meter and theta we have to calculate. So same equation will be there and from here we calculated theta. Now what is meaning of this? This theta, it is 76, meaning it will be like this. Okay, now what happens? The moment of that weight of the person is on the top side, point B. Okay, so that distance is small, so that effect of the moment of the weight of the person will be small. Okay, and because of that ladder will not slip. That is what we have calculated. So what should be the angle so that person can climb the total of 3 meter? Next question. Now in this question diagram is given a ladder of 4 meter length weighing 200 Newton. So here you can see this is a ladder AB and weight of the ladder is 200 Newton. Total length is 4 meter. That weight will act at center 2 meter. Is placed as shown in figure. Mu B is equal to 0.25. So mu B means the coefficient of friction between the ladder and wall, that is given as 0.25, and mu A, coefficient of friction between ladder and floor, it is given as 0.35. Calculate the minimum horizontal force to be applied at point A to prevent slipping. Now what happens here? It is given that this person has climbed, what is the weight of the person? 600 Newton. It is given that the person has climbed 3 meter, and when he climbs 3 meter, definitely this ladder will slip. Okay, it is given in the question. To prevent the slipping, okay, now this ladder will slip in which direction? Point B, it will move in downward direction, and point A, it will move towards left. Okay, so friction force at point B, it will be in upward direction, and at point A, it will be towards right. Okay, so you can see in the FBD, at point B, friction force is in upward direction, and at point A, friction force is towards right. Next part, since point A, it is slipping towards left, we have to apply a force at point A towards right. And what should be the value of this force so that the ladder will stay in equilibrium? That we have to calculate. Okay, so this question is a bit different from the previous question. Okay, so understand the FBD part. Again, point B is having a contact with wall and point A is having contact with floor. So NB is normal reaction given by wall on ladder, and NA is the normal reaction given by floor on the ladder. What will be the friction force? Since ladder is slipping in downward direction, point B, so upward direction there will be friction force. Okay, now what will be magnitude of this friction force? Mu into N. What is mu between B and wall? It is 0.25. Okay, so 0.25 into NB. Then friction force of point A with respect to floor, that value is given as 0.35. So what will be friction force over here? 0.35 NA. This is about FBD. Now weight, it will act at CG, total is 4, so at 2 meter weight is acting. Where is the location of the person? At 3 meter from point A, and weight of the person is 600 Newton. Okay, so this is all about FBD, and we have to find what should be the value of P minimum. Now in order to calculate this P minimum, what will be our approach? Understand that. Now this P minimum, it is in which direction? X direction. Meaning when we use summation fx equal to 0, we will get P min value. So that we have to use at the end. Okay. Then if you see this NA, it is in upward direction. So we will calculate NA first. When we get NA, then only in X direction also we have NA. Then only we can calculate P min. So from bottom to top I am saying the sequence. Last we will calculate summation fx. Before that we will calculate summation fy. And in the beginning we will calculate summation of moment about point A equal to 0. If this we take the moment about point A equal to 0, all these forces moment will be 0. Okay, and only unknown will be NB. So when we are considering summation of moment about point A equal to 0, we will get first NB. Then NB is in which direction? Vertical as well as horizontal direction. Now we can use vertical direction, summation fy equal to 0, we will get NA. Once we get NA, we can use summation Fx equal to 0 and we can calculate P main. This will be our approach. So we will solve the numerical. Okay, so I'll write down, consider FBD of the ladder. So when we consider FBD of the ladder, first we will use summation of moment about point A equal to 0. So we have to take the moment now. Okay, so what will be moment? Keep your thumb at point A. Okay, before that we will see the distances. Now moment of this 200 Newton, what is the perpendicular distance? This is the perpendicular distance. What will be this distance? It is adjacent side. Okay, so hypotenuse 2 cos 60, then moment of the weight of the person. Okay, this distance adjacent side, so hypotenuse is 3, then cos 60. Vertical friction force, what is the perpendicular distance? This distance we have to calculate. It will be hypotenuse 4 cos 60. All the distances are written. Then for NB, which is horizontal, what is the perpendicular distance? This is the perpendicular distance. Okay, vertical distance. So what is this? It is opposite side. So hypotenuse 4 sine 60. Okay, so I'll write down the moment. Summation of moment about point A is 0. Now moment of 200 Newton, we will see. Keep your thumb at point A, keep your index finger over here and rotate it in the direction of 200 Newton. It is clockwise. So minus 200 into 2 cos 60. Then next 600, it is acting in downward direction. So it will be, keep your thumb at point A, keep your index finger over here, rotate it in the direction of arrow. It is clockwise. So clockwise means minus 600 into perpendicular distance 3 cos 60. Next force, we can consider this vertical friction force. Okay, this will be, keep your thumb at point A, keep your index finger at this location, rotate in the direction of friction force anti-clockwise. So it will be positive, plus 0.25 into NB multiplied by 4 cos 60. And last force is NB, horizontal one. Keep your thumb at point A, keep your index finger at this location and rotate it in the direction of arrow. It is anti-clockwise. So plus NB into 4 sine 60. This is equal to 0. In this equation, only unknown is NB. So we can calculate value of NB from this equation. NB is equal to 277.49 Newton. So this is about NB. Now once we calculate NB, we can use summation of Fy equal to 0 as discussed and calculate NA. And with the help of this NA, we can calculate P mean. Okay, so I'll write down next equation, summation Fy equal to 0. Okay, so it will be plus NA minus 200 minus 600 plus 0.25 into NB. NB value we have already calculated. So minus 200 minus 600 plus 0.25 into NB value 277.49 equal to 0. So only unknown over here is NA. NA is equal to 730.62 Newton. Okay, now after this we have to use summation of all the forces in x direction equal to 0. Okay, now we have to calculate P mean. Okay, it is towards right, so plus P mean. Next, friction force, it is also towards right. See, now here be careful. In this question, ladder point A, it is slipping towards left. So friction force is towards right. Don't get confused. It is not like we are pushing the ladder at point A and point A is moving towards right, so that friction force is towards left. This is not the case. Okay, understand the case properly. Point A is slipping towards left. To prevent that, we are applying effort towards right. That is why, since point A is slipping towards left, friction force is towards right. Okay, don't get confused that we are applying effort towards right, so motion of point A will be towards right, so friction force will be towards left. It's not like that. Be careful. Okay, and this type of question can also be asked, and you will be confused. Okay, during Viva also this type of question might be asked, so don't get confused. Okay, these are two different things. P mean, then friction force is towards right, which is plus 0.35 into Na 730.62. Then next force is minus Nb. So minus Nb is 277.49 equal to 0. Only unknown is P mean. So we can calculate P mean. This is equal to 21.773 Newton acting towards right. This is the final answer. What is this P mean? Basically, what we have calculated in this question: minimum horizontal force applied at A to prevent slipping. Okay, so point A will slip in this direction. To prevent that, we are applying force in this direction. That is the value of force which we have calculated over here. Next question, we will move on to wages. Okay, wage, W-E-D-G. Now we have seen the application of wage. What is the application of wage? It can be used to lift a particular block. Okay, so understand what happens in this wage. Determine the force P required to move the block A. So here you can see this is an inclined surface and this is horizontal surface, and this is a block which is block A. Determine the force P required to move the block A. So here you can see I have shown FBD of block A. In that, weight is acting from the CG and it is 5000 Newton. Now here very important thing, as soon as you get this weight, write it down in the diagram, okay, in all the numericals, because you might forget this weight value. Because if you see this diagram, in this diagram that weight is not shown, and if you consider this diagram and draw FBD, you will forget that weight value. Okay, now here you can see this is the block and this is a wage, and effort P is applied to the force P is applied to the wage. Because of that, what will happen? This block will move in upward direction. Okay, so here you can see I have shown direction of impending motion of this block. So A is block and B is wage. I'll read the question again. Determine the force P required to move the block A up the inclined plane. Coefficient of friction between all contact surfaces is 0.25. So at this location, at this location, at this location, everywhere mu is equal to 0.25. Neglect the weight of wage. So we are not considering weight of wage. So here you can see in the FBD of wage, we have not shown weight. And wage angle is 15 degrees. So here you can see this is the angle of wage. It is 15 degrees. Okay, now see the approach. What we have to calculate finally, P we have to calculate, so that the block, it will move along this inclined plane in upward direction. Okay, so what we will do, this is the FBD of block A. How I have drawn the FBD, understand this. Okay, here there will be normal reaction from the inclined plane. So this is normal reaction. Okay, and what about the angle? This angle will be 60 degree. How? To this horizontal, okay, to this horizontal, this is perpendicular, and to this incline, this is perpendicular. So angle over here is 60. So angle here also will be 60 degree. So this is about angle of N1 with respect to vertical. Next, there will be a normal reaction from this B towards A. Okay, so that is N2. Okay, and what is the angle that N2 makes with vertical? Again, we have to consider this is the horizontal, and to that horizontal this is perpendicular, vertical line. Okay, and to the inclined plane N2 is perpendicular. So angle, here angle is 15, this angle will also be 15. So that is why angle of N2 with respect to vertical, that is 15 degree. This is about angle part. Okay, now what happens? See the FBD part and understand the direction of friction force. Very important. When effort P is applied towards left, B will have an impending motion towards left. So friction force on B, it will be in opposite direction. This is friction force and this is friction force, opposite to the direction of impending motion. And when you consider wedge, okay, there will be reaction from A towards the wedge. So here you can see this is reaction. What will be value of friction force? It will be mu into N2. What is mu? 0.25 into N2. Okay, then if you consider from the floor or bottom surface, N3 is suppose the reaction. Okay, so what will be the friction force? 0.25 into N3. So how many forces are there in FBD of this wedge? Applied force P, friction forces, 2 friction forces and 2 normal reactions. So total 5 forces. When you consider block, FBD of block, understand this. Now consider that suppose this is not having motion. Just for example, when you are drawing FBD of block. Okay, so here wedge is moving towards left. Now what we can consider, wedge is stationary and as if block is moving towards right. So what will be the friction force there? If block is moving towards right, friction force will be towards left. Okay, like that we have to consider. Otherwise what we can do, you can see wedge over here, wedge is moving towards left. So friction force on the top surface of the wedge, it is towards right. Okay, so on the bottom side of the block, that friction force will be opposite. Okay, here you can see F2 is in this direction and here F2 is in this direction. That way also you can remember if you want. Next, since the block impending motion, it is in upward direction. Okay, friction force over here, it will be in this direction. Okay, what is the value of friction force over here? It will be 0.25 into N1. And what is the angle this friction force makes with horizontal? 60 degree. Okay, so now we will consider FBD of block A and write down the condition of equilibrium. Okay, so we'll start with FBD of block A. Consider FBD of block A. What we can write? Here you can see I have shown block A. Okay, don't forget this weight. Angle part we have already discussed. I am not going to discuss that again. So first we will write summation Fy equal to 0. What will be that equation? Okay, this component of N1, it will be in upward direction plus N1 cos 60. Next, F1, vertical component, this component, it is downward direction. So minus F1, what is F1? 0.25 into N1 into what is the angle? Angle is with respect to horizontal. So this component will be sine 60. Okay. After this, next we will see F2 force. Okay. Its component is towards left. Vertical component is in which direction? Downward direction. So it will be negative. So minus, will resolve this F2 at this location. Okay. And angle is with respect to x-axis. So this component will be minus F2, which is 0.25 into N2, and this will be sine component, sine 15. Okay, so I'll write down minus, so 0.25 into N2 multiplied by, what is the angle over here? angle is with respect to x-axis 15. So this will be sine 15. Then next we have to consider y component of N2. Okay, it will be this one. It is in upward direction. So plus N2 cos 15. Don't forget the weight. Weight is acting in downward direction, so minus 5000 equal to 0. Okay, so from here I'll get one equation. Okay, that equation is 0.2835 N1 plus 0.9012 N2 is equal to 5000. Okay, next we will use summation fx equal to 0. Okay, I'll write summation fx equal to 0. Okay, so normal force x component, what will be that? It will be towards right. So plus N1 and sine 60. Next we will consider friction force. It is acting towards right. Okay, so it will be plus F1. Okay, now F1 value, it is 0.25 N1 into angle is with respect to x, so it will be cos component, cos 60. Next we will see x component of F2. It is towards left, so minus F2. What is F2? 0.25 N2 into angle is with respect to x, so that component will be cos 15. Next N2 x component. Okay, now x component of N2, it will act towards left, so minus N2 sine 15. This is equal to 0. Why sine? Because N2 with respect to vertical is 15. Okay, so y component will be cos and x component it will be sine. So from here we will get one more equation. What is that equation? 0.991 N1 minus 0.5003 N2 is equal to 0. So here you can consider equation 1 and this is equation 2. Solve 1 and 2. You will get value of N1 and N2. So N1 value is equal to 2417.0851 Newton and N2 value is equal to 4787.79 Newton. Okay, this is about the normal reactions acting on block A. So from here we can calculate friction also. This F2 value. What will be that F2 value? F2 will be 0.25 into N2. Okay, now we will consider FBD of wage. Okay, so I have shown the FBD of wage over here. I'll write down consider FBD of wage. Okay, now here summation of Fy we have to consider. Why? Because finally we have to calculate P. So P is in x direction, that we will calculate at end. Okay, after calculating F2 we already know, N2 we already know. We will first calculate N3, then calculate F3 so that we can calculate this P. Okay, so I'll write down summation Fy is equal to 0. Okay. Now angle, understand the angle. If you consider horizontal, to that if you draw perpendicular, and this is inclined, to that if you draw perpendicular, that is N2. Okay, so here angle is 15, so this is also 15 degree. Okay, now impending motion of this wedge, it is towards left, so friction force is towards right. Okay, so summation of Fy is equal to 0. Okay, so we'll write down all the components now. In y direction, what we will have? Plus N3. Okay, it is in upward direction. Then friction force. Okay, this friction force we have to consider. What is the angle of this friction force with respect to horizontal? It is 15 degree. So vertical component, it will be plus F2 into sine 15. So plus F2. What is F2? 0.25 N2 into sine 15. Next we will consider y component of N2. It is in downward direction. So minus N2 cos 15 equal to 0. Now N2 value we have already calculated. Substitute N2 value in this equation. Only unknown is N3. So we can calculate N3. N3 is equal to 4314.7563 Newton. Okay, now we know N3. We can calculate F3. What will be this F3? Coefficient of friction, which is 0.25 into normal reaction, N3. Okay, so I'll write down summation of all the forces in x direction is equal to 0. Okay, now what will be the x component of this F2? It is towards right. Okay, so plus, what is F2? 0.25 into N2, and angle with respect to horizontal is 15. So it will be cos 15. Then next is F3. What will be this F3? It will be towards right. So plus 0.25 into N3. Okay, and we don't have sine or cos. Why? Because this is acting towards right only. Next, if you consider N2, its x component, it is acting towards right. Okay, so what will be this x component? It will be plus N2 sine 15. Okay, and last one remaining, which we have to calculate. P is towards left, so minus P equal to 0. Now in this equation, we know N2 value. We have already calculated N2 value over here. Then we know N3 value. We have calculated N3 value over here. And N2 is also known. So only unknown is P. What is the value of P? If you calculate from here, you will get P is equal to 3474 Newton. Okay, and the direction is towards left. So we have calculated this answer. Now what is this P which we have calculated over here? This P value, it is, understand the question. Okay, what is given? We have an inclined surface and a horizontal plane, and a block A is given over here. Okay, now since here we are using wedge, okay, that is why less effort is required to move this block in upward direction. So what is the effort value which we have calculated? The force P required to move the block A of weight 5000 Newton up the inclined plane, that is 3474 Newton. Okay, so this is the advantage of weight. By using small force, we can lift larger weight. Why? Because when you consider the wedge, here the surface is inclined. Okay, so when we are using the wedge, here normal reactions, that value is more. Okay, and because of that we get advantage when we are actually raising the block. Okay, so with this we have seen mainly three types of numericals in friction. Okay, first type we have seen blocks on horizontal surfaces, then second blocks on inclined surfaces. After that we have solved numerical related to ladder. Okay, in that we have seen two types. First type was already angle is given, we have to find the D. Okay, in that question itself D was known, we have to calculate angle. And second question of ladder, it was like this, that the ladder dimensions are given and person location is given, and it is given in the question that it is going to slip. So how to prevent that? We have to apply the effort in this direction and we have to calculate that effort value. That was the next type of ladder numerical, and after that we have solved numerical on wedge. So we will stop over here and continue in next lecture.